We just finished Act 2 on the Huntress. I'm going to continue the little mini-series that I have going. I did a video on Act 1 as I've been going through, and as I complete the acts, I have been updating my planner with everything that I've found, all of the skills, and then all of the changes so that everybody can keep up as you go. So what we'll go over the gear I finished the act with, a couple things about the act and what to do, and then we'll talk about the ascendancy points and all of that. So to start with the gear, I did find, as I was leveling, a couple exalted orbs. This right here was just one exalted orb. If you're playing and have the option to do it, hit the trade site, pick one of these up. Single exalted orb was a huge increase in damage. More than doubled, almost tripled. This makes a big difference. So grab this here because this is going to be a great option for you. If not, you're going to find anything with just really, really high physical damage. That physical damage is all getting converted into the elemental damage that you're normally going to be using. So anything with super high physical damage, then put in any iron runes to increase physical damage on the weapon. For your gloves, anything with high evasion rating. We want to be running as high evasion rating as we possibly can. My evasion rating is slowly slipping a little bit further down than I want it. You want to maintain 65 to 75% if you can. The higher up in levels that you go, the more evasion rating that you're going to need. For the rings, both of the rings you want to use when you're fighting the final boss is going to be your topaz rings. Final boss does a lot of lightning damage. There is a little fire mixed in, so don't go in looking like this because some of that fire damage hurts, but it is very avoidable. Most of the damage that's going to come is going to be lightning. That is really the most important thing. When you go in, you can still do the damage. If you're dead, you can't do any damage. Make sure you have lightning resistance around 73%. For the helmet, you want high evasion rating and maximum life, maybe a couple stats and resistances. For the amulet here, this is the only one that I found so far that has been good, but that extra stat stacking has been really nice. The shield here, I was able to find some lightning resistance, so I could put runes into the sockets on the armor. That will give additional lightning resistance. Boots, I use these for the boss specifically. My normal boots have movement speed. Movement speed is life because you can move out of things a lot easier. For the belt here, I found a belt with really high maximum life. Threw that on. Some resistances. That's just the gear when I completed this. This is the only thing that I've used the trade site for. I was moving through the act pretty quickly before I got this, but halfway through Act 2, you need to upgrade your weapons to keep up with scaling. For the skill gems here, we dropped parry. We used it all the way through Act 1. Definitely fell off. Just in terms of how clunky it is, you have to wait for something to hit you for it to go off. I don't really like the way that the interaction worked. It was much faster to go without it. We're going to start with Explosive Spear. This was actually really, really good. You just throw it on the ground as you're moving into it. As the monsters follow you, it blows up, does a whole bunch of damage. It was actually enough to basically one-shot normal monsters. So this was great for clearing packs alongside Lightning Spear. I dropped Disengage. I haven't been using Disengage at all. But we swapped into exclusively using Explosive Spear and then Lightning Spear for clearing packs. It was enough to do bosses. Now the bosses are a lot more tanky this time around. They have a lot more life. So it is not fast clearing bosses, but it does do the trick because you're able to constantly move. You can stay out of things. So for Explosive Shot, I put my Jeweler Orb into this one. This is the only Jeweler Orb that I found. We're going to be running Fire Infusion. This is going to give you 25% extra damage as fire. Then we're going to be running Overabundance. This allows me to throw 2 of these instead of 1. So now when you throw out one of your explosive spears, it sticks to whatever you hit. If you hit a tree, rock, anything, you can now throw 2 of them and they'll stick on the ground, then they explode. It also gives you 50% less cooldown effect, which means that in that explosion timer where it ticks down, it now is 50% faster. We're also going to be running Magnified Effect. This is just going to give 30% additional size for those explosions. For Lightning Spear, this is going to hurl a spear, it's going to hit a target, and then it's going to fork out, and it's going to do a whole bunch of AoE damage. You combine this right here with your Explosive Spear, and then you're doing quite a bit of damage. For the gems, we're going to be running Lightning Infusion here. As we get further in, we're going to add some more support gems into Lightning Spear. We're running Herald of Thunder. As we're running your Lightning Spear, this is going to affect your Herald of Thunder. Herald of Thunder is going to drop down every time that you kill a shocked enemy. When you kill a shocked enemy, everything explodes. A big bolt of lightning comes down out of the sky. We're running Concentrated Effect for this. The supported skill is going to deal 30% more area damage but it has a smaller area that it actually affects. Now, I did make a swap into running this kind of crazy twister build that everybody was putting together. It was hotfix, so this is post-fix. This is not going to be with the crazy, insane damage that it was doing. It still does a lot of damage. I'll go over the rotation. You needed 4 skills: Barrage, Whirling Slash, Twister, and Frostbolt. We'll go over why you need them. Barrage is a volley of arrows or spears, empowering your next bow or projectile spear attack to repeat multiple times, consuming your frenzy charge on use adds repeats. If you have frenzy charges, you can get that using parry to get a ton of tornadoes. Parry on, dodge back, get your frenzy charge, and then you're going to use barrage after you have that frenzy charge up. You're going to use Whirling Slash. You're going to use this 3 times after you cast Frostbolt. The reason that you're casting Frostbolt, it's going to chill the floor around you. When you're using Whirling Slash, it picks up all the elementals on the ground. You'll be standing in Frostbolt. When you use your twisters, twisters now go through your Whirling Slash and become whatever element you've used. So the combination is going to be Whirling Slash 3 times. Then you use Frostbolt. That Frostbolt makes everything chilled. Then you're going to load up Barrage. Barrage is going to give you additional attacks. Then you're going to use your twisters, and then your twisters are going to come out in. There's going to be so many twisters, especially if you add that frenzy charge in. I'm not even using the frenzy charge. It would have added even more twisters. This is a really fun combination to use. I use it in small spaces, especially against bosses, because it just bounces around and constantly keeps on doing extra damage. In between casting that, I would drop my explosive spears on the ground, then queue up another round of tornadoes. Wait till the tornadoes are gone, then queue up another one. Finally, we're going to be running Herald of Ash because we're running explosive spear. Anytime you kill anything with a fire attack and it overkills them, that overkill amount becomes an explosion, and then it does damage to all of the other monsters around. So this is going to be a really fun combination that I've been running through. I cruised through the act. I died 1 time on the boss because I was staring at the twisters. So far through Act 2, there was only 1 death. So it does work. It feels pretty tanky. That is really the setup here. So for the passive tree, what we're going to be running. Now you can make a choice here. I ended up going down this path here first so that I could get Ricochet. You can make the change and go all the way straight up into this tree in the top here. That's where I'm almost at. It's a strong tree up here. This is designed around your spears. I went down into here. Make the choice for yourself. Eventually, we're going to get all of it. So this was just the choices that I made. So for some of the other nodes that we got attack speed, some increased area of effect, some dexterity. We're going parry, damage, and evasion rating all over. So this does help having parry on and using parry. I just never got into the habit of using it. Once I hit Act 2 and I started moving quickly through it, I didn't feel like standing around waiting for my parry to go off. So then we got Blur. This is for some movement speed, some evasion rating, and some dexterity. I came down here into Heavy Ammunition for some increased projectile damage and stun buildup. We had Careful Aim for some accuracy rating and some projectile damage. More damage for your projectiles, additional projectile damage, 10% chance to chain an additional time from the terrain. So coming all the way down here, we just went straight down so that we can unlock this next tier. So once we hit Act 3, this is going to be the direction that we're going to be going in. So as you can see, we're in Act 2. We cleared everything. A couple of things that you want to do. So the lightning is really, really key. Make sure you do the lightning, and then as you're going through the map, it is very important, just like we talked about in Act 1, make sure that you're completing all of the skulls that are around here. The ones with the pluses especially, those are going to give you plus skills. And then as you go through and you complete them, it has the X through it, so you know that that is something that you have completed already. I'm going to put the final boss fight of this act at the end of this video. You can see what the fight looks like. It was a ton of fun, a lot of dodging, getting your twisters out there so that you can do that extra damage while you're still dropping in all of your explosive shots. If you found the video helpful, make sure you subscribe. Stick around for Act 3. I will update the planner and the video so you can follow and play along. Check out the run. Oh, I ran into the world too. I knew that these twisters were going to get me killed. It's very fun to do.
Malaket will pay! The Malaket will pay! The era of the Faradun is now! The Malaket will pay! For my people!
Need a moment. Need more time.
It's fun that it's light.
I cannot give up! For my people!
We're running out of time. End this.
The era of
The eye is
the Faradun is
gone.
now! My queen! Take the beast!
Okay. Let's not make the same mistake again.
I don't have time for this! Sands, bend to my will! Impede my enemies! The Malaket will pay! Blood! Our gift to you! Blood! Our gift to you! The Malaket will pay! Our gift to you! You will be forgotten! 10,000 spears! Forge of hate! The era of the Faradun is now!
Wick.
The Malaket will pay! We will blot out the sun! The era of the Faradun is now! Forge of hate! I will erase you! Ten 10,000 spears! Take on hate! The era of the Faradun is now!
Wind's fury.
Forge of hate! You into dust! I call the winds. Take our hate. Endless hate. Our gift to you.
No.
I cannot give up. Die, Ulisekama.
All right, Act 2 done. I'm live every night. I'd love it if you stopped by, said hi, theory crafted with me. Catch you on the clip side.